What's up, everybody? It's E the Prophet here to do another video. This video is going to be called Alexander Volkanovski is not the #2 pound-for-pound best fighter in the UFC. Now, I got to say this because it's just unbelievable some of the journalism that comes out for MMA. Some of the articles I read, some of the shit like this I see. MMA has got to have the dumbest journalists in all of sports. Hands down. Half of these people, I don't even believe are fans of MMA. I think they just getting paid to write about MMA. They don't even know shit about MMA. So, Alexander Volkanovski, #2 pound-for-pound. How in the hell is that possible? If he's the #2 pound-for-pound, how come Max Holloway was never talked about as #2 pound-for-pound? When he was just as impressive, if not more impressive as a champ. Okay, let's think about what Alexander Volkanovski has done. Okay, he beat Max Holloway for the title in a razor-thin decision. He defended the title against Max Holloway and won via razor-thin decision. A lot of people thought Max Holloway won that fight. I don't even know. It was so close. He beat Brian Ortega in a pretty close decision. He beat up the Korean Zombie, but the Korean Zombie shouldn't have been a contender in the first damn place. Brian Ortega actually dispatched him much more impressively, to be honest. Korean Zombie should have never got a title shot. I could think about 3 or 4 guys who would have gave Volkanovski a much tougher fight than Korean Zombie, and lo and behold, they didn't get the fight. So it is what it is. There were people much more deserving than Korean Zombie, but based on that, that's how they make him #2 pound-for-pound. Unfucking believable. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give y'all the list of the real pound-for-pound. I'm gonna give y'all the 6 top pound-for-pound fighters in the UFC. 6 people who are definitely above Alexander Volkanovski. So, #1, let's start off with Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman is #1 on pretty much everybody's list anyway. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, on my list, he might not stay #1. It depends on how things go with, some other fighters. But he could find himself moving down the list a little bit. But for right now, he is #1. Now, one other thing I'm going to do for this list, for every fighter, I'm going to name somebody that they annihilated, a top contender that they annihilated, which will give further credence as to why they're on this list in the first place. So, who did Kamaru Usman annihilate? None other than Jorge Masvidal. And the shot that heard around the world. Shit, you probably can hear that shit on the moon for real. He definitely knocked Jorge Masvidal in the next year and one of the most devastating knockouts ever. Jorge Masvidal had never been finished before that fight with Usman. But that's why Usman is #1 on the list. Let's go to #2. Valentina Shevchenko, who gets no respect whatsoever from the UFC or any journalist. Valentina Shevchenko is the most dominant champ in the UFC. Has been. She is the best female fighter that has ever existed in the UFC. Now, I know Amanda Nunes is pretty close, but since she lost her last fight by TKO, second round, Valentina Shevchenko is now top dog. Rose Namajunas, who also I love as a fighter, and I think she would also be on this list, if not for the fact that she just lost her belt in the dumbest way possible. So, as it stands, Valentina Shevchenko is top dog. Not only is she better than all of the other women, she's better than all of the men, with the exception of one right now, maybe a couple, we'll see as the future goes on. Now, who did Valentina Shevchenko annihilate? None other than the monster, Jessica Andrade. Man, Shevchenko manhandled Andrade. Manhandled her. Beat her from pillar to post, then submitted her. I have never seen Jessica Andrade get manhandled by anybody like Valentina Shevchenko did, which is why she's #2 on the list. #3 on the list, my man Charles Oliveira, the former lightweight, soon-to-be lightweight champ again. He lost that battle by a half a pound. So for that reason, and I think something was wrong with the scale, so for that reason, I'm not going to penalize him. I'm still going to look at him as the lightweight champ for now. Now, if he has another hiccup in the future with the scale, he will come off the list. You know, you can't be pound for pound best fighter and not be able to make weight. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt for now. Man, Charles Oliveira. Now, I'm going to tell you what's funny and the fucking bias that goes on. You know, like I said, I mentioned it with Max Holloway. Now, I'm going to mention it with Charles Oliveira, who also gets no fucking respect for some reason. I don't know I don't know if this guy just needs to go up to the booth and choke Dana White the fuck out. You know, maybe get some respect. But, yo, this guy has TKO Michael Chandler, choked out Dustin Poirier, and choked out Justin Gaethje. And still gets no respect. Charles Oliveira, honestly, depending on how things go, he may end up being number 1 or 2 on the list. You know what I'm saying? He's that good. He's the real deal. Now, who did Charles Oliveira annihilate? I just said it. Justin Gaethje. Choked him out first round. Oh, the point I was making. Now, do y'all remember when they had Khabib as number 1 pound for pound for a hot second? Now, if you think about it, Charles Oliveira has beaten everybody Khabib has beaten in the same way, and he's beaten Michael Chandler on top of it. So how does Charles Oliveira not get that same respect? But anyway, like I said, he annihilated Justin Gaethje most recently and showed why he's the best lightweight in the world and why he's number 3 on his pound for pound list. Number 4, Israel Adesanya, undefeated at middleweight. The only loss was the light heavyweight champion at the time, Jan Blachowicz. Israel Adesanya is a beast. He's big. He's strong. I know he had a really tough, close fight with Robert Whittaker, which is why he's number 4. You know, but anyway, you know, Israel Adesanya is a beast. And the person that he annihilated was Paulo Costa. Busted his ass. Knocked him out. Then did the little, you know, jerked his wiener in his face. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why Israel Adesanya is number 4 on his list, and much deservedly so. Number 5 on the list, Francis Ngannou, the Nigerian destroyer. Francis Ngannou, ever since that loss and his, I guess we'll call it a fight against Derek Lewis. I really don't even want to call it a fight. I don't know what the fuck that was. But ever since then, he has knocked out every single opponent he has faced, with the exception of Cyril Gane. And make no mistake, he could have knocked out Cyril Gane if he wanted to. There is nobody that can stand in front of Francis Ngannou. No human being alive, including Tyson Fury. But, you know, I already did that video. But anyway, Francis Ngannou is a hell of a specimen. I've never seen another man like him, ever in the UFC. And the person that he annihilated was none other than Stipe Miocic, the man who he won the heavyweight title from. He knocked Stipe Miocic in the next year, and I don't care what Stipe Miocic thinks he can do, he'll never win that title back from Francis Ngannou. He may end up being champ again, but it won't be because he beat Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, actually, if he stays with the UFC, he may work his way up to number 1 on the list. Or if he doesn't, he'll probably come off the list. But Francis Ngannou was a beast and definitely deserves his spot on this list. Number 6, none other than Glover Teixeira. Glover has beaten everybody at the top of the division by stoppage. He has stopped everybody with the exception of 2 fighters, Alexander Volkanovski and the guy he's about to fight next. He has stopped everybody in the division, including the former champ Jan Blachowicz. He has whipped everybody's ass. It is unbelievable to run that Glover Teixeira is on. So, who did he annihilate? None other than, as I just mentioned, former light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz. Submitted him second round. I mean, just totally manhandled Jan. Jan looked like he ain't even belong in there with Glover. And I like Jan a lot. But Glover is a fucking beast. And, yeah, you know, definitely deserves this number 6 spot on the list. But once again, he's another fighter. I'm going to tell you what. If Glover wins his next fight by stoppage, I'm putting him at number 4. And Israel and Francis are going to move down. That's how good Glover is. So as you can see, everybody on this list has stopped people has stopped people in very impressive fashions. Alexander Volkanovski hasn't stopped anybody since he won the title. I don't even remember who he stopped before he won the title, to be honest. All his fights are razor-close decisions. So how can he be number 2? How can he be ahead of anybody on my list? Now, where you put him at between 7 and 10, I really don't care. I really don't care where you put him at. But he's not better than anybody on my list. And, anybody that want to debate that, by all means, come to this channel and we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all want to leave comments, please do if y'all disagree. If y'all disagree on my list, please, hit me up. Let me know why my list is wrong. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and stop it. I think I proved my point. Alexander Volkanovski is definitely not the second best pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC. That shit, man, whatever they smoking, I need to get some. Hook your boy up. I need some of that. But like I said, he's somewhere between 7 and 10. But anyway, y'all, thank you for watching the video. Please like the video, y'all. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share the video if you like. And please leave your thoughts and comments. I would really love to hear them for this video. Thank y'all for watching once again. I love y'all. Everybody stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy. Peace.